Have we finally seen the end of the Funko Pop craze? I'm just saying, we all know these things. Some people absolutely hate these things. They're like, I don't understand why they're so popular, and others love them. They have walls filled with every single Funko Pop you can imagine. I just got a couple. Some people sent me ones from the Goonies. Oh, that's not it. There it is. The Goonies, because they know I like the Goonies. And someone sent me this. This is a Voltron one. I actually like this one because it's like classic Voltron. It goes with the toy. And then I was given an Indiana Jones and I took it out of the box and I got scolded. They're like, don't take it out of the box, Jay. It's going to be worth something someday. And I'm like, well, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because this is what's happening to Funko, and it just doesn't look good. Over 30 million worth of Funkos are headed to the landfill. That's right, 30 million, and it doesn't look good for the company. The company that makes Funko Pop collectibles is in so much trouble, it's preparing to throw hundreds of thousands of its pop culture-inspired figurines into the garbage. Funko revealed the plans in a recent earnings call filled with so much bad news, its stock prices fell off a cliff the next day. And I'm sorry, but the news doesn't get better. Inventory at year-end totaled 246 million, an increase of 48% compared to a year ago, the company wrote in a press release on Wednesday. This includes inventory that the company intends to eliminate in the first half of 2023 to reduce fulfillment costs by managing inventory levels to align with the operating capacity of our distribution center. This is expected to result in a write-down in the first half of 2023 of approximately 30 to 36 million. Translation: Funko's warehouses are overflowing with 5 inches Machine Gun Kellys, Spider-Man, Pikachu, and every other vaguely famous cultural icon, and throwing them out will be cheaper than trying to sell them. Imagine that. Imagine that. During a call with investors, CEO, good old Brian over there, said that a new distribution center in Arizona was so full that the company has been bleeding cash renting shipping containers to hold all the excess inventory. It makes me wonder, if throwing them out will save you money, wouldn't it, like, what if you just like set them all out somewhere and was like, hey, $1, well, just pay $1 and you can take whatever you want for as much as you can hold for $1. Wouldn't that at least help the bleeding? I don't know, but they're gonna put all these in a landfill. Maybe they get some big tax write-off from the government or something. I'm not sure. If you know more information about that, put in the comment section below. Educate me, please, because I think that's terrible to put all them in a landfill. What makes matters worse for Funko, as you see in the last paragraph, is that they're going to lay off 10% of its employees. Part of what seems to be going on here is that supply chain shortages combined with extra income and time at home during early pandemic years spurred a temporary run on Funko Pop sales. Now that initial rush has, calmed down, the company has a ton of extra stock. At the same time, sales are dropping. The article does make a great point. It says, we're now in the 3rd season of The Mandalorian. How many more little pea green Grogus do people need? And what's really sad is that a lot of comic shops are going to be hurting even more, because this was kind of like their bread and butter at one time. Same for like GameStop, right? And now that these things are just taking a dive, probably going to see a lot more comic shops close down even quicker, because hey, guess what? Comics ain't selling. Nobody wants that trash either. So it's like, what are we going to sell here? What's going on? But this is wild. This last sentence here, it did say a pair of Willy Wonka Pops recently went for $100,000. Who in the heck is paying $100,000 for a pair of Funko Pops? I mean, I guess get it while the getting's good. Don't end up like those Beanie Babies people, man, that are holding on saying they're going to be worth more. Trust me. And then nothing. It says over the long run, 99% of Funkos are worthless outside of whatever depraved Joy fans can get occasionally making eye contact with the one lining their shelves. Well, I do know this. In the Comic Cons that I saw, a lot of people bought Funko Pops of the people they wanted to see. So like, this is Sean Ashton. So they would have Sean Ashton sign the Funko Pop. I saw that with Gina Carano. A lot of people were signing. She had her sign the Cara Dune ones. And I guess they kept that as a keepsake. So maybe there's a smaller market, and maybe they're just going to shrink it way down, and they're not going to see so many of these all around. But Doesn't look good for Funko. And now a ton more of them appear headed for a landfill somewhere in Arizona. So if you're out in Arizona, start digging if you want the Funko Pops. It says, may our future ancestors or the alien civilization in sometime in the distant future forgive us. Yeah, it'll be a documentary. Remember they did a documentary on like the E.T. game from Atari? They're like, man, I found the E.T. game in Atari. They're like, there's thousands of them here in this landfill. One day, you know, they'll be like, I found the landfill where all the Funko Pops, and they'll do a documentary for Netflix about how they were all the rage at one time in this timeline. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? You think this is the end of the Funko Pop craze? Are you happy about it? Are you sad? Are you like, man, maybe they could just do a couple of adjustments, you know, and maybe fix the situation? I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is Jay, and we will catch you next time.